Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the XoneBros.
Welcome back.
This is your positive gaming and Xbox community. I was telling the boys before this show, man, I need some caffeine. And I was sitting here while I was playing. I was thinking, why am I so tired? You want to know what it is?
Huh?
I had two things of top ramen like 10 minutes ago because I was so hungry. I hadn't eaten and I was so hungry, and those carbs just kick in and crush your soul.
Yeah.
Speaking of souls,
Yeah.
how about Diablo 4? It is out. It has released, and we all dove into hell last night. Now, we did play the beta. I will say this.
I didn't.
I feel like from my experience with the beta, there's been more to do so far. Like, it feels like there was more added. I don't know if that's all in my head. It may just be all in my head. But Jordan, first impressions, Diablo 4 so far, the hype is that it's a Game of the Year contender. Is the hype correct?
I don't know. I haven't played all the way through it.
Okay, well, let's go to Mark. No, what do you think so far?
No, I really like it. I mean, I enjoyed the beta. I enjoyed Diablo. I mean, I enjoyed Diablo 3, although I do think Diablo 3 had its issues. It wasn't a perfect game. I think as of right now, Diablo 4 is better, and it's been a lot of fun. You know, it's hard to say when you're in the honeymoon phase. That's why you gotta grind out the end game and see where you're at in a few weeks to a month. But so far, it's fun, and we played 4-player co-op last night, so it was a good time.
No, it was really fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I was playing a little bit before the show too. No, I'm really liking the game a lot. I feel like it, David. I feel like it's like a super quality of life to the other Diablos.
Yeah,
like there's so many great things that I'm enjoying about it, and I'm a fan of the other ones too. My favorite one. This is my order of my favorite Diablos. It's 2, 1, 3, and then I'm gonna put this up there. It's close. It's close to 2 in my opinion so far. I know Jordan's just said it's the honeymoon phase, but I'm really liking it. I'm playing a necromancer, and actually I saw some things right before I started playing that the necromancer was like a terrible class. I think it was Asmongold. I don't know what video popped up, but it was like the necromancers suck. The big one, like they're just very underpowered. And I really like the
your experience so far.
No, I'm loving it. It's super good. They must have, last minute buffed him since the beta or something.
Well, yeah, because the claim was Barbarian during the beta, especially at endgame, sucked. Was very underwhelming, and apparently they've revamped that. It's like you said, quality of life. It just feels so. It's taken 4 iterations and 25 years to just get it to this point.
Yeah. Yeah,
perfection.
There's some really great things. Like there's little things all over the place that I notice that I really like. I'm obviously, like I mentioned, a necromancer, and when you go up or through, because there's there's ways to traverse the map sometimes where you have to go under or climb a ladder and you'll jump up. My skeletons fade into the ground and then fade up from the ground.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Well, so for instance, last night we were playing together. I had to climb a rope to get out of this dungeon. Climbed it, and your skeletons all phased in right before you did, and it was this crazy experience.
And like the old Diablos, they would just disappear and then reappear.
Well, the other thing,
and I like the difference.
Yeah,
where it's like they just go into the ground and then out of the ground. I was just like, oh yeah, it's more immersive.
Let me ask you this: Do you think these kind of games, the top-down dungeon crawler loot style, like they're just built for gaming? Like I feel like it's the
well, what do you mean?
No, but I feel like it's the ultimate genre in that I think it's easy, not easy. I think that typically this format lends itself well to all gamers everywhere. Like I feel like this is the ultimate game in the respect that whether you're a Fortnite, Call of Duty, Warzone player, or you're a Crusader Kings turn-based strategy, or you're a Candy Crush mobile dude.
Okay. You're saying that it's
all of the above loves this style of game.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I can't.
It's the everyman's game.
I can't speak for anyone else but myself.
I can. It's the everyman's game.
But it's very simple in the aspect where you're looking at your character and then you kill demons.
Yeah.
Actually, I killed some humans right at the beginning. So I don't remember doing that in the other games. No, maybe I did, like some of the Amazon sections and stuff. I don't know. No, but it's really, as far as the base game, and we're gonna probably go into a lot deeper stuff when we're talking about like the challenges and the renown system.
Yep.
They added a whole bunch of really, really cool stuff. But as far as like the gameplay, it's like they took 25 years from the first game to the second. Like Jordan was telling me before you got here, David, and we started obviously recording. He was saying like this is like the perfect, not perfect. It is like your, what did you say, Jordan? I'm gonna say perfect sequel, not sequel.
It's
but
the
like
natural evolution.
Natural evolution. That's what
of
you're
Diablo
saying.
2.
The natural evolution of Diablo 2.
Even when it comes down to like art style.
Yeah, because like you were saying Diablo 3 is like a cartoony game. Kinda.
Well, especially like compared to like
feels more
Diablo 3
arcadey.
Diablo 3 didn't look bad, but art style wise, I think I like this better. Like it's more dark and gritty.
Yeah, is
and,
cartoony the word or arcadey? Like it's an arcade feel. For Diablo 3. More arcade.
Well, I mean, I feel like this is very. I mean, I don't want to say very. I think the combat is a little bit different. I feel like the combat's more strategic.
Oh yeah,
in this game. Whereas in Diablo 3, it was a just hack and slash type. You know what I mean? You know, pull all the mobs, beat them down, go on to the next group. Where I feel like this combat, and you know, we very well might get to that point end game in this game, but right now it feels like the combat has slowed down a little bit and is more strategic or tactical, which is why I think the dodge is incorporated and very fun to use and necessary in a lot of situations.
Did you already get a mount? Oh no, this isn't you. For some reason, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, Spicy's gameplay. No.
Oh no, yeah, this is just somebody playing online. But if you look at the bottom, I've actually tried to get a mount. You have to do Dunham's Quest. That's what it says. Get Dunham's Quest done, and you'll get a mount. I don't know what that means.
I haven't met Dunham yet.
I haven't met him yet, but that's when we'll get a mount, though. Apparently,
I don't think you get a mount to like 2025 or something like that.
In 2 years.
No. And you're like your level.
That would be funny.
Yeah, they're just like, oh yeah, there's mounts in the game.
You
We're
know
on there. It's a
what?
patch.
We're patching in a mount in 2 years. No, but no, there's a lot of great things about this game. I'm really, really liking it. I'm always scared when I have a game that I really, really like, an IP that I really, really like.
Wait, why? Why does this scare you?
Well, because
you're like an addict.
No,
Are you an addict?
Well, that's definitely one part of it. No, but I'm scared because are they going to screw it up? Are they going to?
Yeah.
Are they?
Is there going to take this left turn at the end that you're like?
Is it going to be? Is it going to be a? I was scared. I was honestly scared that it was going to be like a super crazy pay to win Diablo Immortal.
No, it might be. You know, they might just wait a month.
I actually browsed the shop. It was just cosmetic so far.
Yeah, but if you think about it, if they add a bunch of crap in 6 months, no one's going to care.
That is true.
Yeah, so
That
it's
is
like,
true.
all right,
You
guys, let's screw them later.
You can only sell in-game buffs at launch, or can't sell.
Yeah.
6 months later, 5 years later, no one cares.
Yeah.
That's actually what Blizzard does.
Yeah.
You just buy with their, what's that though? WoW coin? What's the coin where you just basically you can buy gold? That they just put it, didn't they just put that into Classic now, Jordan? I'm pretty sure they put the WoW coin in Classic.
Basically what happened. And you know what? I guess you got to give credit to the guy who had this idea at Blizzard, because I mean, like, it's smart on their part. So there used to be a problem. Well, I guess you could say there still is, but a problem with like gold farming and gold bots, and basically people would go to third-party websites from China and spend real money to buy in-game gold, and it would kind of mess up the in-game economy. And like the whole point of Classic, at least, or the earlier Warcrafts, was like, you know, play the game, earn gold, get your mount stuff, because gold was rare. You know, if you had a lot of gold, you worked for it. So Blizzard's idea was, okay, well, instead of hiring a team of mods to prevent that, why don't we just sell it ourselves?
And they did it in a roundabout way.
Yeah, and they did it. So
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I mean, it kind of sucks.
So people are
But-
breaking the rule. Let's just change the rule.
Why don't we? Yeah, and can you
profit
imagine?
off that
They're like
change.
thinking like. They're like, man, 2 birds, 1 stone. We fix gold farming and we make money.
That makes me laugh.
It's just all you got to do is pay $20, and then you get a coin that you sell for gold.
Spicy and I, because Jordan, everybody listening left for a hot second. Spicy and I were talking about. I've been thinking a lot about Diablo, and it just feels like this style of game. Because what other games you have? You have Path. What is Path?
Path of Exile.
Path of Exile.
Great game.
What's the cartoon one?
Torchlight,
Depending
on
like they're all just fun to play. They're different levels of good, and there's different tastes there and styles. But it just feels like the top-down dungeon crawler to me is built to remind you why you like video games and kill things.
I don't know. Diablo 3 kind of pissed me off a little bit.
Yeah, but how many hours do you have in that game?
A lot.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like initially.
Oh yeah, well,
Because you can't. I'm just saying you can screw the
yeah,
style of
it's
game
true.
up.
It's true. Well, but you could, yeah, it's true. What I'm saying is like,
Just have an auction house.
I think this style game, I really think is just built to succeed when done, especially when done correctly. But
And I feel like this game, as of right now, is done very correctly.
by all
really enjoying
accounts, the end game. Everyone is raving about the end game. They really like it. Yeah, it's very good. Everybody, highly recommend jumping in. Even the way to party up and stuff. No big. Let's go to Jordan, the man who's live on the scene. Any complaints with how to connect multiplayer wise?
Well, it worked.
Because sometimes
That's a big step up from Diablo 3.
Because sometimes Jordan the man's always the one to point out when it doesn't work.
It's like they use the beta test to actually test things. Because now so I didn't go in right at it would have been 5 o'clock our time, which would have been 4 o'clock Pacific time.
Yeah.
So I didn't go right in at 4. I waited till about 8 o'clock that night, which I would think is actually more prime time because that's when you not only have everybody online, the initial wave, but you have everybody getting home from
don't
work.
forget that
kids are to bed.
20,000.
By that time,
Hawaii.
Yeah, by that time, the Hawaiians are off of work. The
15 Hawaiians playing the game.
Yeah, the East Coast is they're what 10 o'clock at that time, prime hours.
They're doing what they do.
So we logged in about that time. We hit the button. It said inline for queue. It loaded for, I'd say, maybe 10 seconds and then put us right in the game, character creation, everything. We all hooked up seamlessly, no disconnection. Well, I went to the menu and hit invite, so,
Safely and seamlessly.
So it just worked. It worked.
To be fair, we're the Ultimate Editions.
We are.
So we might have more.
It'd be hilarious if they prioritize.
No.
Even going forward, if you bought the Ultimate Edition, you get better servers.
I'm sure they do. Well, it's like when people are streaming the game.
They give them
priority, and it's kind of funny. And I might get a lot of hot take here. People might get mad at me for this in the comments, but streamers get priority, and people get mad at that. And I think to myself, well, if I was a game developer, I would give them priority too.
Yeah, it's a free commercial.
Yeah.
You don't want people just sitting there.
Yeah. And to be honest, I don't think, let's say you have 1,000 streamers across the entire world, right, that you would give priority to. Because not all streamers would get priority, only your big ones.
Yep.
So let's just say 500, because we're talking about real big ones. You know what I mean?
I
The
bet you
kinds that get the
I bet you
drops.
There's less than that.
Yeah,
There's
but
50.
let's just say 500, right?
I'd say 50.
I really don't think that's going to make much of a difference in the queue line anyway. You know what I mean?
it's
So, I guess I get why people are upset, but I do the same
Nah,
thing.
screw them.
Well, to be honest, here's another hot take. If I ever made a game, I would charge more money to play it 4 days early.
It's not a hot take.
I know.
It's just fact.
I know.
It's good business sense.
I know people don't like that Diablo did that, and I get where your frustration comes from, but from the developer side, the business perspective, I would do it.
And can we say what happened this week? How they got me to get the Ultimate Edition? Well, number one, I was always going to go get it anyways, but very sneakily, I'm on the store, forgetting that I purchased the standard edition to get into the beta.
Like months ago, right?
Like months ago, like back in early March, late February. So I forget that. So I'm on the store browsing, and I go, maybe I'll get the Ultimate Edition, and I go over to it, and it's like the just for you sale. And it said just
Xbox
for
has the just
so
for
the
you
Ultimate
thing.
Edition's $100. the Just For You sale had it at $30, and I was like, yes. And I immediately screenshot it and took it. I thought I hit gold.
And we're saying I almost refunded mine to like buy it
Jordan was
again. I'm
pissed.
like, what's the hell? Let's
Yeah,
go
I
30. But
did-
how do you go from 100 to 30?
But it's because
and none of you guys had that
purchased it.
deal. But yeah, it's because I didn't realize. I went and looked at my receipts. I'd already purchased it. So just knock it. Every game should do that. It's genius. It's genius.
Well, I mean, you technically paid the same amount. You just forgot that you paid.
exactly. Well, and that's why I think it's smart. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
that is
upgrade
smart.
for $30 more.
Yeah.
It's actually super smart too, because we're basically the slow ramping server test.
Yeah. So on launch day they can.
Yeah,
But-
they're activating servers as
Anyway, those are my hot takes.
You should pull up the 8-bit dough wireless arcade stick, Spicy, because I'm sitting here. This pops up on my news.
No, that's a Mortal Kombat
This
controller.
morning. No. And I'm thinking, Diablo. This thing's built for Diablo, baby.
Oh, hey,
You
do you
want me
guys
to pull up that?
do you guys want another hot
Well,
take?
you don't have to, but do you think a joystick, the arcade joystick
Yeah, for fighting games.
for Diablo?
Yeah,
I don't think it would work for Diablo very well.
Why? What do you
Because
mean?
I think it's directional.
yeah, and I need both joysticks. It's a twin stick shooter kind of in a way. It's not, but it is.
Oh, I see, because you need directional.
Yeah. So David, what he's looking at, I can show you a picture. I guess everybody here.
But it's a
Well, dude,
360
hey,
joystick.
Well, maybe it would work
Because you
fine.
got to target your opponents. You're right.
it's he's.
Damn, you got me all.
he
I was
pulled up-
all excited, and you just freaking
I'm gonna give you another hot take though.
just cock blocked me.
I think this is one of the only games I can say it. I mean, there's other games I can say it with confidence, but this is where I can say it with full confidence, and
Go
I
ahead.
don't think you'll change my mind.
Controller's better.
I think the controller for this style of game is, should I say far? I'm just gonna say superior.
Take it, own it, baby.
superior
Own it.
than the mouse and keyboard. I really do. I played the beta both on mouse and keyboard and controller, and I've done the same with Diablo 3, and then obviously other top-down games, dungeon crawlers like this. But I was telling Mark, I was like, ironically, like a game genre from the 90s is built perfectly for the joysticks of today.
The
Like
controllers.
it feels to me. I think it feels superior. It feels more comfortable. It feels more
I
natural.
mean, so where
it just feels
where a
good.
mouse I think would be superior is right here, in your character
no, in the old
customization.
ones, it would have been when you had to actually
Oh, you
figure
don't
out-
just have slots.
figure out where to put things. But this is just a slot system. It's based not on.
But I'm
weight
saying
or
though, is
anything.
speed with a keyboard and mouse
I-
would be.
I don't know. I'm probably just as fast.
Is this guy's playing a sorcerer?
Oh yeah, it looks like it.
Dang,
Yeah,
man.
it
I-
feels so good on the controller.
I mean, I've been saying that for years.
Yeah, everyone, you guys both have.
Yeah,
I can
I've been
attest
saying
to
that for a
that.
long time.
You guys both have.
Yeah, even I wish I could play, Dota or
Yeah, I
League
actually think a mobile
with
would
a
feel really
controller.
good on a controller too.
Because the clicking 15 times to go into one spot is stupid when you can just move a joystick. I think that view is perfect for a controller. Jordan, I've been saying that for years, and they've done a really really good job with how fast the menu system is. There's a lot in the menu.
Yeah, there is.
The renown system's fantastic. The challenge system's fantastic. They have a whole bunch of just end game stuff that'll keep
Keep the
I don't even-
completionists going.
Yeah, there's some crazy good stuff. I was talking to Jordan before, a lot of it reminds me of kind of World of Warcraft, with like how their renown system works and the rewards for the renown and your titles and a whole bunch of stuff that'll keep you busy. I really like how we were playing co-op last night with a bunch of us. There was 4 of us, and in the other Diablo games, I felt like when I would play, I would get with friends. I would get lost in the story.
Yeah.
Because people were
'Cause
in
people are
someone's
flying
game,
through it,
They're
yeah.
pressing A. Jordan doesn't care. He just
He's a
wants
power
to.
player.
I know. Have you ever played War? Well, not Wargroove. What's the
Warcraft?
No. He just runs to the end of the map and wants to finish and get the gear. Like
Oh, Warframe.
Warframe. Jordan is let's get the job done. I don't care about this stuff until end game. And he doesn't, press the buttons really quick, where I like to understand the story and stuff. Maybe he's not like that all the time, but when he's playing in my realm, he is. And they've done a really good job. What I'm getting at is they've done a really good job in this game's storytelling with the co-op on giving each player the time to read. Everyone has their own individual cutscenes. People can go do other things while you're reading. People phase out essentially and then zooms in. I actually really like how it zooms in when you're talking to people It slowly zooms in. Oh, what was super cool too? When you finished the character creator, you had the cuts. You had really good cutscenes of your avatar that you just made, which I don't know of any other game besides. No game does it as good as this. I was gonna say Rockstar does a pretty good job at putting your cutscenes into it, but not like this.
Well, that's the new way. Jordan brought that up in the beta, and I agree with both of you. I think that's the new immersion. We talked about it a little bit last week with Zelda, where it's just this seamless cut.
Yeah. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about. I made a custom character, and then it went into. It looked like. It wasn't because it was using the in-game engine, but the camera angles and everything. It was a really, really good cinematic with the character that I just created that was voice acted.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I don't think there's been a game that has done that better. Talk about immersion. I think they've done an excellent job with that.
So in short, a must buy, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you like Diablo, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Let's talk Game Showcase, everyone. We're a week away, so we will not have our regularly scheduled podcast, which is typically recorded live on a Friday night. If you subscribe to us, youtube.com/XoneBros over on YouTube, you can see that live stream every week. But the Xbox Game Showcase is next Sunday, and so we will stream our podcast that evening. So we will be able to watch it, be able to talk about everything, be up to date. So make sure you join us then. But this week, one of the Xbox account teased that Fable's coming. What they did, in fact, we could probably pull up that video. But what they did is they zoomed in on a controller. There was glitter everywhere, and then the glitter led all the way around to the to a TV, like went around a room, and then it eventually went to a TV.
Where am I going to find?
Just type in Fable tease. Meanwhile, Fable music was being played, and then in the TV it had on it the Xbox Game Showcase. Clear indication by everybody. The internet exploded. Fable is going to be shown off at the Xbox Game Showcase.
Well, I wonder what's going to be shown. Like, is it going to be actual gameplay, or is it just going to be like another cinematic trailer like we saw the first time? Because to be honest, I thought the earliest we'd see Fable was like maybe end of next year.
Well, what's it been, 2 years since we last saw Fable, and that one was CGI. I think we're going to see some gameplay.
I don't even know what I'm looking for. I can't find it. I'm just seeing a whole bunch of other people. Everybody's reacting to it.
Fable tease Xbox Game Showcase.
Okay. Sorry. I want to see this.
Yeah.
He wants to see it.
If you go, you may have to just do it on Google,
Twitter,
and then because it was a Twitter video. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, Jordan. So you're a big Fable guy.
Yeah. No,
So
this will be
do
exciting.
you think about PlayStation and God of War. This may sound crazy to people, and if it does, it's because you're crazy. But God of War, this iconic IP for PlayStation, in the PlayStation 4, they come in and they revive it. They update it to bring it back. I think Fable could be Xbox's God of War moment, where they're bringing back this beloved IP that we haven't seen for forever. They're updating it. Keep in mind, too, this is the Forza Playground Games guys that are doing this on the Forza Tech engine. Mm-hmm. So what does that look like? What does that do to the world? How does that feel in a Fable?
Well, I think the world's going to look good. And so Fable is what would you call it? It's a very British humor style game. So, which is why I think they picked Playground Games, because they're in England.
Yeah.
Or somewhere. They're in Britain, United Kingdom, somewhere. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the world is definitely going to look good.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's...
No, I think the whole game will look good. I mean, we'll see. I'm really interested to see what they show. I actually, to be honest with you, I know it's kind of outdated, but I just hope they bring back Albion orbs.
I bet you they'll have a nod
that's when you had like these orbs floating around, and it was like the multiplayer people, and you're like, oh, look at that guy. They had like a Gears of War icon as their avatar, and they were just floating around.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, Jordan's here.
Spicy, you weren't able to find it? No,
I couldn't.
Did you type in Twitter on there?
Yeah.
You might be able to go to one of the websites, and they'll have the video linked.
Yeah, the news one. The news ones will have it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Watch it not be there. They just did that.
No, there it is. Yeah, and so just click on the full thing.
Oh my gosh, I hate that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go like this.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but you could hear that was Fable music. So I think it could be Xbox's big moment. Just showing Fable really gives the Xbox game show some pizzazz. And I will say, again, I've been highly critical of Xbox marketing. Redfall, I think, was a mistake of marketing.
Or a huge success, depending on how you look at it.
They've been nailing it since then, though. Whether it's this, whether it's pointing out all of the crossplay games shown off during the show, the PlayStation showcase, they've really been doing a good job here. And this, I think, is another example of it.
Wait, why is this a Fable thing?
Because the fairy.
The glitter, the dust was like your guide in Fable.
The breadcrumb trail.
So that's a Dell monitor. I wonder if it's
And it's glittery, like the fairy and stuff. Yeah. The music.
also the
and,
music.
you know.
Everything combined. Someone had to pick up that glitter. That sucks.
There's probably an intern.
It's gonna be there for years.
Yeah, it's just gonna be there for the years.
Glitter
Doesn't get out of anything.
Yeah, it's on you forever.
But yeah, no, I think that'd be cool. I think if they show, now I think this would be huge. This would be my perfect showcase right
Okay,
here.
give it to me.
They show off some Fable gameplay with maybe a release date next year. That would be giant. Because Fable would be, you got Starfield this year is your big one. Fable next year is your big one. You know what I mean? Then you're on that schedule like Nintendo and Sony where you got that one big one every year.
Yeah.
In Nintendo's case, a couple big ones. But Fable gameplay, not just a cutscene. Not just, I guess if they showed off like the world, that would be cool. But like an actual gameplay, I think would be, I don't know if we'll get it. I think that'd be phenomenal. Also, another huge one, Avowed gameplay.
Yeah, Avowed.
If you got
Avowed.
if you got Avowed gameplay and Fable gameplay, now I don't know if I'd necessarily release. I don't know if I would necessarily release those two games in the same year.
But is Avowed a AAA game? I feel like that's not a AAA game. Is
but
it?
who cares?
Okay, good point. Yeah,
Well,
who cares? You're right.
it's by Obsidian, right? They did Fallout New Vegas. Was Fallout New Vegas a AAA game?
and Other Worlds. The other
Outer Worlds. All
yeah.
good games. I'd like to see some gameplay of Avowed, and then this would right here icing on the cake. I don't think this one will happen. I think the other two are maybe could happen. Oh, well, obviously the Fable and then Avowed, but icing on the cake right here, showing off for the first time ever a little bit of that Fable or a little bit of that Halo Battle Royale we've been hearing about.
Oh, I didn't even consider
Because
that.
right now, Halo needs a little love.
I have not even considered that, even though IGN gave it a 9.
Look, Halo Infinite has a lot of pros, but it also has a good amount of cons to go with it. And then, of course, we have the recent bad news of like the entire studio getting let go, no campaign DLC, all this. The TV show sucked. There's not been a lot of high of Halo. I think Halo needs a little love, and if you show off a sweet Battle Royale trailer, that wasn't it like Creative Assembly or something that was helping make it in the Unreal Engine or something? I don't know. If you could show something like that off, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. Am I hoping? Yes.
A Battle Royale peak, though? Oof. You're talking dirty to me.
Yeah.
Now,
Halo.
Spicy, for those of you listening or seeing, now Spicy left the camera. He literally left to dig through trash. Spicy, why were you digging
I
through
had
trash?
notes I wrote down of thoughts a couple weeks ago. Yeah, they just saw me go dig through. I watched me do a Costanza and pull out an Eclair.
It was on the top. It was hovering
That was
above
totally cool. It was
above
on
the
top.
rim.
That's pretty funny. I was just looking for.
Yeah, Halo would be cool. So
I
here's
just
what we
think
know
Halo
for sure.
needs a little love.
Here's what we know for sure. We've got Starfield. That already has.
Well, that's happening afterwards.
That's
like
Starfield
the big one we know
is
we're
a big
getting this
one.
year.
But Fable with that, and damn, that's
Can you
good.
imagine like
Then we know Forza Motorsport.
you start out the show? Are they going to give us more Forza though? Like we already seen kind of like what we need to see.
Yeah, we'll get a date.
Yeah.
What if that's all it is? Just numbers on a screen.
Yeah, just say Forza's coming.
Forza, here's the date.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
If
We'll
they
get, like,
if they could do that,
in-depth
if they come out
gameplay.
and they show off some Avowed gameplay, then randomly they just announce like a Halo Battle Royale that I believe it was like Creative Assembly that was rumored to be working on it or something like that in the Unreal Engine
Sure.
or whatever. And then end it with like a fake, because Fable is probably going to be towards the end, right? That'll be
Yeah.
their big showstopper. that is a huge conference.
It's big, dude. Well, and here's something
I
else.
think we'll get the two. I think we'll get something with Avowed.
Here's something that I think they're going to do. Okay, so today on Steam, in the Steam database, we got hidden achievements drop for Hi-Fi Rush.
So DLC.
Imagine you do all of what you just said in that, and then they show off Hi-Fi Rush DLC, and they do what they did in February and say, available now on Game Pass.
Yeah.
And that's like this new tradition.
And then they flash to the developers again, and the guy's like, I didn't think it would do it, but everybody likes it.
I didn't think it would do it.
Yeah.
But it did. I was very...
You remember?
Guitar battles, who knew?
Well, there was the guy who was like, obviously, there was a Japanese guy, and he was like, I think he was like the studio head, and then there was the guy, the director, who spoke English, right? And he was talking about, we just had this idea, and then the guy was like, we've never done it before, so we took a shot. Here, I hope you like it.
He's like, this is so outside of what we do, and it's like, whatever.
Because you're thinking like that you see this trailer for this game, and you're like, this is the guys that did Evil Within.
Yeah,
and Ghost. I think it was Ghostwire Tokyo. Like it was completely way opposite the spectrum of what they've done.
I love that game. It's so good.
Everybody has been saying like, everybody that's played it has been like very like surprised, and it's because I think that's one of the best ways to launch your game, especially if it's a new IP.
Yeah,
just drop it. Just say, hey, here's a trailer. You can play it now.
No, here's the thing. What if every Xbox showcase they drop something like that? So like we got the whole game to drop first showcase, second one in. Now we get DLC to that game, just dropped, available now, and then maybe next showcase you show off a new game like that.
Yeah.
What if they did that with
and maybe you should
Forza?
just have
we don't have the date for Forza because they're just going to drop it.
Maybe you should have your studios do completely opposite of what they've done, because that seems to be working.
Like with Hi-Fi Rush.
That
sounds like you're saying that. It sounds like I know what you're saying, but it sounds like
the quarterback be the receiver.
It sounds like what you're saying is like, how about we have their studios do opposite of what they've done, and that is make good games.
No, like imagine like the Coalition like making the next Forza,
The Coalition should make like
and then
Splatoon for Xbox.
Well, that's basically
it's like a fun version of it, I guess.
Fun
right?
For, I mean, they're having the Forza team make Fable. Forza Playground Games, right?
Yeah.
You're going from racing to in-depth, whimsical RPG.
That's
open
true.
world RPG.
That's true. Maybe because you take it more serious, and so it becomes your baby.
Well, maybe it's just like the creative juices are rejuvenated.
They're rejuvenated.
Because you're like, you know what? I'm tired of staring at a McLaren for all year, right?
I would never be tired of that.
Now I'm not staring.
All right,
fairies.
now we're staring at fairies, and we're making a magical world,
and orbs, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully Albion orbs.
Yeah, Spicy. You're doing some in-depth research over there.
No, I'm just looking at all my notes from before.
Oh.
And I'm listening. I'm listening to you guys.
Yeah, Spicy. Anything that you would like to see from Xbox? Any you think? Here we go. Do you think you will feel satisfied after?
It's hard to satisfy
after the Starfield focus, after the Starfield showcase.
Do you think that they will end with that though? What do you mean?
Well, no,
it's separate. So Starfield is
It's
after.
afterwards. Yeah,
They're doing that. It's
standalone.
like a Starfield Direct.
Yeah, it's standalone.
I gotcha.
Will you be satisfied?
Will you feel satisfied? I want a prediction on your satisfaction level. Do you have faith that it will satisfy you or no?
No, yeah, as long as they stick to games. I'm simple. I just want to see gameplay. I want to see trailers, and I don't want to hear about how those are made.
Yeah, agreed.
Like that's
true.
all I need. Like, remember when we were like, PlayStation's was a 6 out of 10. I actually enjoyed it. They just showed games.
Yeah,
I was okay with that. All those games are coming to Xbox too.
Here's the thing: PlayStation screwed up. They didn't screw up. PlayStation did
They did what they always do.
They did what they always do, and Xbox finally had the
gravitas.
The gravitas
cojones
to point it out in a clever way and flip the script on them.
Yeah. I just really like games. I just want to see games, and if they do that, David, I'll be.
Do you think?
Pleased as peach.
Let me ask you this: So we're not haters. We love video games, no matter where you play them. And I'm not taking this from a hater standpoint, but don't you think it'd be more entertaining? So, for instance, all of the Nintendo, the Xbox guys, everybody, the heads, all said, "Congratulations, Sony, good job." You know, excited for what's coming.
I was actually thinking about that.
Do you think it would be better if, like, Phil Spencer came out and just said, "Well, PlayStation sucked.
Well, I think like an
Come
honest,
see what we've got."
I think like an honest reaction, like
Or like if he was honest, he's like, "Hey, thank you, PlayStation.
they can't-
You pulled our
no.
nuts out of the fire with that one." After Redfall, I was like, "Shit, what are we gonna do?" And then I saw the PlayStation showcase, and I was like, "Yes, thank you."
That'll rub a lot of journalists the wrong way, and then you'll get a lot of hate. That's the only problem.
well, what if you did something like you saw the Spider-Man trailer and you were just like, "Dang it!" Like
I mean-
Xbox was like, "Dang it," you know, because that's a good one.
It would
Yeah.
be refreshing and funny for us.
Yeah.
But there will be a lot of people that don't know how to laugh. A lot of people in the world don't know how to laugh anymore.
Yeah, but does it matter?
I think COVID stole laughter.
I'm just saying, like, a lot of people just, I don't know what's happened, but they just, and then that will dampen the mood. They're like the person at the party that just.
But imagine
That would be so
No,
funny.
listen, like,
a tweet just, "Wow, sucks to own a PlayStation," or vice versa. You know what I mean? Sucks to own an Xbox.
yeah.
I would
then,
laugh.
because then it's like watching two rivalries play in sports. Everyone's tuning in, even if you're not if you're not a fan of either team. You're tuning in because it's the rivalry, and so everybody's tuning in. PlayStation guys are tuning in to hope that Xbox fails. Xbox guys are tuning in to hope that Xbox wins. Like I think
I think that does. I think that does bring more harm than good.
Well, obviously, outside of like people attacking each other and stuff like that, I think having that, like, I think it would be fun.
Nah, well,
Just gonna
see,
say it.
here's the deal. Like,
Drama is fun as long as I'm not involved in it.
no, not for me. Like, who's the old? I don't know his name. I call him Purple Tie Guy, but he was the old head of Sony,
Oh yeah,
and he was.
The one that said we had more smoke than EA.
Yeah. I don't like that. Like
Yeah, but that was dumb. If you would have said, "Yeah, we got better games than EA," right? That would have been better. But the
say
smoke
more
thing.
smoke. Yeah,
he
it's
was
like
like super smug about it. I don't.
well, but that's his delivery wasn't good. Imagine someone that could deliver that line,
Yeah.
like a comedian.
like The Rock.
Yeah, like The Rock could deliver that line as long as he didn't sing it. He could deliver it.
I don't think. I don't think.
No, Mark Wahlberg could deliver that line.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
He could. I think Mark Wahlberg could do it.
Mark Wahlberg.
Or a Bill Burr.
Why Mark Wahlberg?
He delivers
He
everything.
delivers everything.
Yeah.
Have you seen him act?
Yeah. He just works.
Have you eaten at Wahlburgers? Okay,
Wait,
he delivers.
Is there actually a thing called Wahlburgers?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, yeah. Go look it up. Wahlburgers.
Yeah.
way.
It's his hamburger.
Everything he does
He's
just
got
works.
A place called Wahlburgers.
Literally, he delivers
No way.
from Wahlburgers.
I gotta look. Yeah, I'm looking.
You didn't know that?
No, I did not. I'm not called Wahlburgers.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Wahlburgers is a casual dining restaurant
Oh my gosh, this is
owned by the one and
fantastic.
only Mark Wahlberg.
No, I don't think it's owned by Mark Wahlberg, is it?
It's I think it's his family,
Yeah, I think it's like his
like
brother.
his brothers. And stuff.
I'm gonna put this.
Oh, yeah.
On the page.
No, go
This
back
is
to the
it?
Wikipedia.
Go back to the Wikipedia.
Oh, okay, hold
I
on.
think it's like his brother that owns it.
Yeah, this is their website. Yeah, I don't see Mark Wahlberg anywhere on this website. They're losing out on a good marketing
It's true.
marketing opportunity there. So Wikipedia.
Yeah, just on the right hand side.
Ornix Thordal asks a great question. Jordan, let's go to you while Spicy looks this up. Is there an XoneBros in Diablo 4?
Clan?
Oh, yeah.
Clan.
Yeah, there is.
There is an XoneBros clan in Diablo 4. It's just XoneBros. Just type it in and then request an invite, and then I'll invite you back, and then you'll accept the invite, and then you'll get in.
So I'm a noob here. What do I get for the clan?
Oh, it's true. It is.
Yeah, Mark
he's part
Wahlberg.
owner.
He's part
and
owner.
it's his
That's what it is.
family.
And it's Wahlburgers. Yeah.
That's amazing. It's in Boston. It looks like, right?
No, there's they're
all over the world.
place.
I think they're in New
I went to
Zealand.
one in
Where
California.
have I been?
Yeah, they're in New Zealand. Oh, yeah. Austria, Canada, or no, is that Australia, Canada, and New Zealand, and America.
And it's making $100 million in revenue. Wow. I've never heard of this place.
Yeah, it's awesome. But yes, XoneBros, capital XoneBros,
Yeah.
in Diablo 4. I don't think there's any restrictions to where what platform you're playing on. We'll find out as people start to join. But yeah, just search it in. You'll have to request a join, and then I will accept your request and send you an invite, and then you'll have to go back and accept the invite, and then you'll be in. Kind of a roundabout way to do it, but whatever.
That's pretty much how every
and right now it looks fake because last night I didn't want to type in all the information because I was on the controller. The one part of the controller that does suck, I'm going to get one of those game pads to type because those were great. But yes, it's there, and all the information of the official XoneBros podcast, blah, blah, blah stuff will be posted with events and everything, and it will be there. And then there is a specific clan chat in Diablo, so you can talk in clan chat. But yeah, I'm actually going to go on Amazon after the show and get one of those Xbox controller typers because I just feel like more and more MMOs and games with typing abilities are coming to the console, which is great.
Yeah, clan. What you need to do is get Diablo 4 on the PC, and then you could just.
That's what he was.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I might just buy the game on PC.
I was reading about clans.
I said that before the show.
Before the show, George's like, I'm just gonna buy the.
But
game.
then I remembered. I think you can do it with your phone. Like your phone.
Just copy.
Isn't it like Smart Glass or something? Or do they even still have Smart Glass?
They got rid of that. They got rid of that. But they still allow copy and pasting.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. I'll see. Look at everything we learned today. We get to talk.
Can you access the clan like outside of the game?
Maybe I can do it like Diablo.com. Maybe we'll try it there, and then I can just do it way easier. Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, they wouldn't make it that easy. It's Blizzard.
Yeah.
You
got to at least bring up their launcher.
I mean, you have
maybe you could do it inside the launcher.
What is cool is when your Xbox account is connected to your Battle.net account, it is all seamless, like the Battle.net tags.
They've done a good job. In fact, you were like, "Who is this? Who is this guy?" And it's because it's my years old Blizzard.
Yeah, it's
account.
his Battle.net account. David was coming up through his Battle.net account, and I was like, "Oh, cool."
In other news, since the communist regime of China approved the Xbox Activision acquisition and the UK didn't, the hearings to appeal it started this weekend. From all accounts of players who listened to it or people that listened to it, Xbox smashed them hard.
Oh,
took it in the teeth. Korea has approved it now.
Wait, which Korea?
South Korea.
Okay.
Okay. All the communist regimes get together and approve it.
Yeah, did North Korea approve it?
Yeah, we gotta find out.
Is North Korea? This may be ignorant. Is North Korea allowed to have game consoles?
They don't. I don't think they have electricity.
Like 70% plus of the country doesn't even have electricity or something like that.
Yeah, have you ever seen those maps or the visual views of Earth and North Korea is like this dark spot?
Yeah, but what's the guy's name? Kim Jong-un?
Kimmy?
Does he have a console?
He probably does.
He probably does. Yeah.
But what if you found out?
So if
the afterlife comes and you find out that like your best gaming partner was
Kim Jong-un?
Some terrible dictator. Who
so what you're saying? If you ever play someone from North Korea, like you know how in some games it shows like the flag of the country.
Yeah.
So if you ever get a North Korean flag, you're probably playing with upper management. North Korea.
You're playing with someone with connections.
Literally,
that's killed people.
Yeah,
that's who you're playing with.
Someone a part of the Politburo.
Hey, according to chat, Russia just approved it.
And Russia just approved it.
Who's left?
Guys,
North Korea.
The UK. Yeah. That's funny.
So, but this is I still don't get it. Does the entire world get the benefit of the Activision Blizzard deal except the UK? Like, I don't understand.
I mean, I think
like I'm very confused with how it works because both of them are American companies. Both of America did the FTC agree to it yet?
No, the hearings in July, I believe.
Why do they got to take so long? Like, what are they doing?
Well, Ukraine approved it already,
and they're in a war. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. What are we? We approved it right off the bat, didn't we?
No, we're gonna wait till July.
Well, it's because the FTC sued for something, so there's a hearing sued to stop it. So there's a hearing in July.
Why couldn't we just have the hearing the next week?
Is how these things work? I don't know.
No, I think it's by design.
So you pick the month with like the biggest American holiday in it, where no one's gonna be at work.
Corruption, yeah.
Oh.
Whenever you ask a question about this, I'll just say corruption.
Yeah. Anytime.
And then everyone goes, "Oh yeah,
you're right. He's right."
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about politics is no matter like what side you're on and what country you're from, everybody can mutually hate the government at the same time. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Like
That's why
whenever,
everyone
let's say you're opposite spectrum, and you're like, oh yeah, but it's the government's fault. Everyone's like, yeah, it's stupid.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like universally.
There are some people that love the government. Only when their people are running it, though.
Maybe I'm one
Sure,
of
when
those
someone
people.
tries to talk politics with me, I just say corruption. Who
Yeah.
are you voting for this year? Corruption.
They're all corrupt, and then everybody goes,
Assholes. Everyone's like, yeah, let me buy you a drink.
yeah.
I vote for gamers. That should be your stance. I vote for gamers.
I can't wait until like they have the town hall meetings where it's like, so what class did you create in?
Yeah, it becomes like a
Elden Ring
controversy.
3?
Like,
and he's like, you're correct. I went for the pyro class.
like
you know,
it was
I had a pyro
offensive.
build.
He was a
And they're
necromancer.
like, oh no! Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be.
And some people are cheering and some people are
yeah,
booing.
and yeah, this my opponent totally was a pyro class in Elden Ring, and they're like, oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that was so offensive.
Yeah, what a cheap wad.
Like I was barbarian because I'm sticking it to everyone.
No, that was.
You
I
guys
can't wait.
You
That would be
guys remember
awesome.
that movie where Robin Williams
He was
became
a
president?
comedian. Yeah. Vaguely.
Yeah. They should just do that.
We'll
Wait,
do what?
just make
him-
Robin Williams president?
No,
a
just like
movie?
have like
Unfortunately, he passed away.
just
a
like a
movie?
normal guy. You know, he was just like a normal guy. He
Like
just become
Dave?
president.
Have you ever seen Dave?
Yeah, where he looks like the president,
Yeah, it's
but he's
like-
just like a normal guy.
Yeah.
I feel like those are the guys you can really trust.
How many? The normal guy.
The
looking?
problem is, though, I think normal people
Don't.
want
I don't want
that.
a piece. You want a piece of that? I don't want a piece of that.
I don't want that.
No.
At all.
No.
That's the problem. That's
People-
one of the big problems.
People immediately hate you.
I don't know. Like I
Immediately.
feel like if you're a normal guy, like you get there
No,
and you're
it
just like
nope.
you like get there and you're
No.
just like, wow.
It's why I think celebrities, they're like, oh, this celebrity should run with that celebrity. It won't happen because
Well, they're not normal though. Like, do you know what I would do? Do you know what I would do on day one as president of the United States of
it to
America?
me.
I would get in an AC 130 and I'd tell them to take me to shoot something. Like not people, like not a war, but like training. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
and then
I wanna-
everybody would be like, "Who wouldn't do that? That's awesome."
Can you take me on a practice strafe?
Yeah. Like, hey man, I want to fly in the new. What's the new? Is it the Raptor? You know, the new plane.
But it's not that simple. That's
The
assuming that
F-35.
like there's not an opposition to you trying to destroy you at every
Yeah,
step.
but I would vote for the guy that says, "Hey, on day one, I'm going to get in an Abrams and just fire it down the range."
This is also the guy
They
that
do.
will.
They do that. Dictators do that.
Yeah, Jordan. This is you're the guy that will like exile an entire section of your SimCity
I
community.
think
Right,
we're
I
learning a lot about you right
I
now.
would. I probably would.
We're learning a ton.
Someone would say something to me at like an international conference,
and then you're like,
I
no
would-
fire stations for
Like,
you.
excuse me. What did you just say?
What
to
did
me?
you say to me? What'd you say, North
What
Korea?
What did you just say to me, France?
Yeah. And then I
Remove all fire stations.
The Eiffel Tower. It's mine. Give it to me. I want it right now.
Oh, you want plumbing, huh?
You won't give me the Eiffel Tower? You won't? All right. Just send some warships.
there's going to be no Eiffel Tower in a
Send
minute.
some warships right there. Yeah.
Jordan, you'd be a great.
No, really.
You'd be a great ruler.
Day one, that's like I would ask to fly the AC 130 from Call of Duty and just let me shoot down a training range or something, you know?
Isn't that super high altitude?
Oh yeah.
Gunship though?
Yeah, but you hit I don't know how it works, but I assume you hit a button and the gun fires. And you just blow something up on the
T-Buck
ground.
says you got to get a 20 kill streak first. Before
Yeah,
can
okay,
fly
yeah, you
that,
gotta work
right?
your way up. We'll start with like an Apache or something. Like work your way up. That's what I would do like the first week of president.
You'd be fun.
And then I don't know what
I
I'd do.
think that's how dictators think.
Pretty sure you are a dictator.
They're like, you know
Jordan.
what? Everyone will love me.
Because what I would do, and this is genius. I don't know why I didn't think of this before.
Give it to me.
I would get like a really good vice president. And like,
Oh.
yeah.
Just-
You know how the vice president's usually just like,
Does
like
nothing.
what did Thomas Jefferson say? Like they're the most
the most-
useless
yeah,
job in the
useless job,
world,
yeah.
right? Because there's never going to be a tie in Congress.
Say, hey
Like,
guys,
yeah, you know?
hey guys, are you tired of your vice president being
Yeah.
useless?
No, so-
when I'm president, they'll do all the work.
Yeah, I would get a vice president who should be president, And then while I go do all the cool stuff that I can
Or you can just play war games with him.
I can
Yeah.
use the American people's dime on.
Why should you vote for me? You should vote for me because you're not actually voting for me. You're voting for this really responsible dude right here. I'm just the figurehead.
Honestly, if someone came out and said that,
I'm just
like,
here to shoot stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just here to have fun. I'm here to show the world what it's like to be an American. I'm here to do American
wouldn't
stuff.
you vote for that guy?
You're making a strong
Yeah,
case.
you know what I mean? Like, hey, he's honest.
You're making a strong case.
I feel like he would bring like a refreshing take to the situation.
Well, you know, it's the week before Genesis, or not Genesis, but the week before the Xbox Game Showcase because we're talking about this. Because there's no news.
Yeah. Imagine the situation room. Like, I think do very well in the situation room. Like under immense pressure.
Because you played video games.
Yeah.
You know how to be decisive.
Sir, there's a
I play video
humanitarian
games and
crisis.
I'm not decisive. I have not finished Dragon Age Inquisition because I don't know whether to kill the guy or not.
So
That
there's
would be
this-
hilarious. You're in the situation room and they're like, there's a humanitarian crisis. What do we send? You're like,
Sir,
Jordan,
there's
AC-130, shoot it!
There's these, you're in the situation room.
can we shoot our way through it?
Sure, I feel like I feel like gaming skills would help with that because it's all on like digital. It's all screens and stuff that you're looking at.
I'd ask if I could do a quick save.
Yeah. Another thing I would ask to do, I'd ask to fly a drone.
What's our diplomacy score?
Yeah,
We have a
what diplomacy score?
diplomacy score?
Give me the dialogue options after, before I do anything wrong, so I know kind of what you're.
That would be in your State of the Union.
When they war game stuff out,
I don't know if you guys know this, but
gaming.
my Civilization game I just ended the other day,
Yeah,
top notch. That would be during my State of the Union.
you'd be like, should we upgrade our resources first?
I
Actually,
won
to be honest-
with a science victory. It should be me.
I actually think it would be really easy to be president. I actually don't think it'll be that hard because all you do when you give speeches is you just say, yeah, we just gave the American people a ton of money. And everybody cheers. No one really cares what you say because half the time it's really not true.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter which side you're on. They just say stuff to make them look good.
So you would just give gaming quotes, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
really, yeah. I would give the speech that Maximus gives to the cavalry before they march in.
Yeah, you're like,
You are a dictator.
yeah, you are.
You were.
Yeah, watch out. Everybody, if Jordan runs for any office, do not vote for him.
I think I'd do really well.
He'll entice you
Yeah.
with fun. That's not what you'll get.
Just don't piss him off, or he will.
I would do a low flyby of like the Predator drone over to your houses. And I would be controlling it.
Yeah.
See, that's another thing I would do. Hey, let me fly the Predator drone.
What's the Predator drone? I don't know that.
I think that's the one that finds people, and then I think the Reaper's the one that kills
I think
people.
you're talking about a Captain America movie. You saw,
No, the Predator. It's in like Transformers.
Thank you.
No, but it's an actual Chat, help me out. It's an actual drone the military uses. The Predator drone.
skills right there.
Yeah, no.
Well, in Independence Day, they did this.
Yeah, on Independence Day, he flew a crop duster into the alien mothership.
Let's do that.
No, it was F-16.
Let's do that.
Oh
Can
yeah,
we-
the
can we do
deleted
that?
scene was a crop duster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had 2 scenes.
Oh,
A crop duster
crop
could
duster
never
could
do that.
never do a straight up.
Yeah, crop duster was
You've
stall
played
and fall out.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
No. Look
Have
at-
you
look
ever
at-
been able to take a?
It's a
Cessna
game. It's a
straight
game
up?
about aliens invading on 4th of July or a movie. No,
It's based in reality.
Yeah, but no. Look it up. There's an
used-
alternate scene where he's like on a propeller plane.
They used
Well, no
a
wonder they went with
Macintosh
jigs.
laptop to hack into an alien OS.
Yeah, the guy got the directions wrong. Remember?
Yeah.
He had to flip the post-it.
No, and then he wrote a virus in the alien OS. Good thing they use Macintosh too.
Yeah, so since that's real.
And how stupid of an alien-
You have an advanced civilization that's able to
But your
travel
firewall sucks.
and destroy a planet. You're not taking over a country. You're taking over a planet, but you can't figure out Wi-Fi security.
We all have blind spots, David.
That's theirs. No. Hey, the Predator drone is real.
We'll
It's a
look
real military.
We'll look it up. Everybody,
it's real.
Sunday, tune in. Sunday night, Xbox Game Showcase. We're there.
Hey,
It's gonna be a good time.
Did we talk about like a possible Indiana Jones sighting?
Oh, that's
Nobody
right.
did
Because
say
Machine
Indiana
Games is doing
Jones.
that. Oh, that might be a good one. Yeah.
Then we have Perfect Dark on the line too, don't we?
What is an Indiana Jones game? What's the game for PlayStation?
I think
Just
I
one of
think what
those?
you do.
Nathan Drake?
Yeah, you do. It's
Uncharted.
Uncharted.
There you go.
Nathan Drake is basically modern day Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I mean, Lara Croft is modern day hot female Indiana Jones.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm not actually looking forward to an Indiana Jones. Maybe
No,
that's
I see. I
because
think
of the new
that's
movie
the
that's killed it
movies,
for
yeah.
me.
there was the Alien thing, and then now the new one that I hear is not that great.
Well, I could tell you it wasn't gonna be that great the minute I saw it.
No, but the Initiative's doing it. They did a really good job with Tomb
No,
Raider.
they did. The Initiative.
Perfect Dark.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Initiative's
Machine
doing
Games is
Perfect.
doing
I think it's Machine Games that are new.
Sorry, I was thinking the Initiative.
See, told you guys.
It is real, the Avenger and Reaper, or
Predator 2. I had a friend in high school her dad worked on the software for it.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
It takes pictures, so then you can
good for you having friends in high school.
blow stuff
Not
up.
all of us were that lucky.
You know what, Jordan? You should, if you're president, you should make like the big people that fight in the ocean from that one movie.
Oh, Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I
should be
mean-
your project.
Well, I mean, where's all the funding going now anyway?
I
You
mean,
know?
we've
I'm sure
had-
I can reallocate some resources.
But didn't we have presidents that tried to make lasers and a whole bunch of stuff? You could make the ultimate fighters.
I would do the who was it?
Pacific
that-
Rim fighters.
Was it Kennedy? I forget which president it was that gave the challenge to be on the moon by the end of the decade.
Yeah, what would your challenge be?
Be on Mars by the end of the decade. I'm just gonna throw it out there and just see what people do. Because he challenged them.
Mars is
And-
not that big of a deal.
Elon Musk he's almost there.
Yeah.
My challenge would be go to another galaxy.
And then it turns out, according to Transformers: Dark Side of the Moon, the only real reason he challenged us is to get there to see what alien crashed on there. Remember?
My challenge would be to have fight bots like in Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Actually,
In the ocean. Can you
It's the
imagine
new
how
Navy.
cool it'd be
It's the
like
Navy reimagined.
MMA
Yeah, the
in
Navy
the ocean? That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Like just like 30 foot tall or 30 story tall samurai guys.
All right, let's get out of here.
We're done?
Yeah, we're done.
And that's that, everybody. Let me hit this button. I think David's tired. He doesn't have any caffeine.
I just drank 2 Dr. Peppers.
Oh, man.
Everybody, thank you for joining us on another week of the XoneBros podcast.
We're going to be playing Diablo. I'm
Diablo
excited.
4, come join
It's
the
really
clan,
good.
everybody.
Yes.
The XoneBros clan. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Looking